Have no fear, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Biggity boom. Have no fear, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is in the place to be. Welcome to the Iron Zone of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Disruptive Warrior, a.k.a. the Sultan of Sniff, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo. And you are now rocking with the very, very best. This is the last I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast of 2024. It is the end of 2024, and we are kicking down the door. I got my lint brush, and the reason why I'm saying I got my lint brush is because this episode, along with plenty of more episodes, are available on my YouTube page. You could watch me. You could watch me in the flesh on YouTube, on my YouTube page. Guess what it's called? Guess what my YouTube page is called? Boom, you got it right. At Michael Rapaport. If you said or thought at Michael Rapaport, you're right. You don't win a prize. Sorry. I'm Rapaport Stereo Podcast in the place to be. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the Raging Bull Shitter, a.k.a. the Disruptive Warrior. I am Rapaport Stereo Podcast 2024. C'est la vie. C'est la vie 2024. It's bye-bye to 2024. And I, first of all, want to thank everybody who has been rocking with the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast for almost 10 and a half years. 10-year anniversary took place in 2024. We're almost at 10 and a half years exactly. And then, of course, we'll move on to 11 years, and you could do the math. So I want to thank everybody. And like I said, we are available on YouTube. You could watch, you could listen, you could watch and listen, you could listen and watch the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast on the YouTube page, where I have all kinds of clips and fun stuff. And like I said, it is at Michael Rapaport. 2024 is bye-bye. First of all, we are not, unfortunately, we are not doing a sick fuck of the year. But I promise you, I give you my word, starting next week, the first episode of 2025, I will start and bring back consistently, at least, I promise you, Jordan Miles fans, remind me, at least one sick of the week. And in 2025, we will divvy out a sick of the year. I haven't been consistent enough this year to really pull organically a sick of the year for 2020, although there have been so many sick. We did do a lot of them this year. We did do a lot. We just didn't do them as consistently as we've done in the past. I was going through the list from Luigi. Is Luigi a candidate for the sickest of 2024? Puff Daddy, when we saw that video of him beating up his girlfriend, you got to throw him in the mix. There was also a cheerleader recently who who unlived another student's goat. She had a goat, and the other student had a goat. And this Texas cheerleader who's cute, doesn't look like the normal sick freak of the week, but she, for some reason, poisoned another student's goat. I don't know if she thought the other person's goat was doper or the other goat was more attractive. I don't know. But there has been obviously so many sickos in 2024. And like I said, in 2025, we will bring back consistently the award-winning segment. You know, this is an award-winning segment. I'm Rapaport Stereo Podcast, award-winning segment. We created Sick of the Week, Sick Freaks of the Week, which we should probably call them on YouTube. Because the thing about when we show ourselves, when we expose ourselves on YouTube, they come after you. I am hot. I'm hot in the streets. Hotter than a lot of people in the streets. Like, when I say things, people respond. I don't know if it's the way I say them, the way that I phrase them. I don't know if it's my New York accent. I don't know what it is. But people say a lot worse things than me. But when I say things, woo-wee, I have a skill for getting under people's skin. That's just, I have it. I just have a disruptive I have a natural, they say natural scorers or a natural thrower of the football, or he's a natural hitter. He's a natural hitter, or he's a natural base runner, or he's a natural runner. I'm a natural disruptor, a natural born disruptor. Man, that's good. I am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct. I told you guys I will be performing in San Diego the 6th, 7th, and 8th of February, the 6th, 7th, and 8th of February, and I will also be performing in Philadelphia, the 14th of February, Valentine's Day at the Fillmore. Michael Rapaport, the natural born disruptor, performing in February 14th in Philadelphia at the Fillmore. Then I'll be in Stanford, and I'm really looking forward to performing in New York City, Nueva York, at the Gramercy Theater, where we did an I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, if you remember, with the late, great Danny Aiello, where I Aiello'd Aiello. Come on. It's an incredible moment. Anyway, that's it. That show's April 19th. All shows, all tickets, all information, all details, always available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. Happy birthday. The Stevie Wonder rendition. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. LeBron James. Unbelievable. 40 years old, still one of the best players in the league. Hasn't missed many games this season. And I know that we've had our differences over the year. I know that we have had our differences throughout the years, the decades, LeBron James. But I have to tell you, I wish you a happy 40th birthday, despite the fact that allegedly, from what I heard, allegedly you may, or somebody in your camp may allegedly, possibly be responsible for me getting my NBA privileges revoked. You. Even though it's your birthday, you. Shame on you. Shame on you. All because I love the game. So what? I brought a broom to Game 3 in Cleveland. So what? I love the game. By the time I got back to the seats in Cleveland with my broom, somebody called me and said, yo, you need to get rid of the broom ASAP. After that point, my privileges have been revoked. And allegedly, I can't confirm or deny, but from what I've heard, allegedly, you had something to do with that. You're 40 years old. Why don't you act like you're 40 and call the commissioner and be like, you know what? Michael Rapaport, despite the fact that he has said some things about me, despite the fact that he brought the broom to Game 3, despite all that, free Michael Rapaport and give him back his NBA celebrity privileges. How dare you? I think that'll be great for you. You don't want to go into the rest of your life knowing that a great fan of the game has lost his celebrity privileges allegedly because of you. You don't want to do that. You're getting older. It's time to let bygones be bygones. So what? I brought the broom. So what? I've talked about your hair. So what? In my soon-to-be New York Times bestseller, which is up there, by the way, this book has balls, sports rants from the NBA, sports rants from the MVP of Talking Trash. I gave 23 reasons. 23 reasons why LeBron James, you birthday boy, will never be like Mike. You've done great. I've said publicly, I'll say it one more time. You probably have you have the greatest career in the history of the NBA. You're not better than Mike, but career-wise, no one could compete. Michael, Larry, Magic, no one could compete with your body of work. It's unbelievable. And now it is time to be a mensch. Be a mensch, LeBron. Be a mensch. Call Adam Silver and be like, you know what? Michael Rapaport should be courtside. I'm sure Michael Rapaport has grown up and he won't bring a broom or a plunger. I did bring a plunger. Forgot that. I brought a plunger to Golden State when Golden State, great Steph Curry, Mama call him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay and Kevin Durant. When they beat your ass, I had a plunger there because they plunged your ass back to Cleveland. It's time to move forward. And like I said, we don't want you to have a midlife crisis. We want you to let bygones be bygones, and I'll let bygones be bygones. And I promise, if I see you in passing, I'll salute you. I'll salute you for what you've done on the court. But we need to make things right. I mean, this guy, you can't argue with his career. Taking the torch from Michael Jordan made the NBA must-see TV once again, and still to this day when this guy's on the court. It's must-see TV. I told you the other day, I saw him catch the ball in the post, boom, caught it, did a little fake, and then a quick-ass drops it, and then banged it on somebody with two hands. This is at 40 years old. 2 championships in Miami against the Thunder and the Spurs. Went there 3 times. I mean, the Mavericks. The Mavericks shut you guys down. The Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, and those, they beat your ass and then sent you back to Cleveland. And what you did against, I don't need to go over what you've done. You're LeBron James. You're 40 years old. Happy birthday. You made Space Jam 2 despite everybody saying don't do it. Don't do it, because that movie sucked. Space Jam 2 stunk. And I don't know who's giving your Hollywood advice, but that movie stunk. Okay? It was not good. You were great in Trainwreck. I'll give you that. You were very, very good in Trainwreck. You won a championship in the bubble. You've embraced bald spots. You're aging gracefully. Now it's time to behave like the grown man you are and call Adam Silver and say, I know Rapaport has done some things. I know we've had a tumultuous relationship. And you need to say we. You need to acknowledge that it's been a we thing. Granted, you don't need me. You don't need me breaking your balls. Saying very, very critical. You don't need that in your life. But it has been a tumultuous relationship. And based on what I know, allegedly, quite possibly, you or somebody in your camp, somebody very close to you, has everything to do with me getting my NBA privileges revoked. And like I said, you're getting older. You want to release that. You want to release all that toxicity as you get older. LeBron James. I mean, watching you, your son play, I don't care what level in the NBA. This is a dream come true. We're never going to see another LeBron James. We're never going to see somebody come from where he came from, the story, pre-social media, have all the hype, have all the expectations, and literally surpass all the hype and all the expectations. You have surpassed, you have stomped out all the hype and all the expectations and gone way beyond. Despite the fact that I like to bust your balls, take it as a badge of honor. LeBron James, look at the other people whose balls I've busted. The Boston Red Sox as a franchise, the New England Patriots as a franchise, Tom Brady and you, Bill Belichick and you. You're one of few people that I have focused on busting your balls, and I've done a great job, and you've done a great job surpassing and ignoring. Well, you didn't ignore. I want to say it one more time. You didn't quite ignore some of the things that I've said about you because, like I said, allegedly, from what I heard, you may or may not have had something to do, or somebody in your camp may or may not have had something to do with me, Michael Rapaport, the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the natural-born disruptor, getting my NBA privileges revoked. But you are the birthday boy, so it's time to blow out those 40 candles.
I am Rapaport Podcast.